Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for signing on. I'm just going to give people some time to join while we wait a few seconds, but I am so excited to have the chance to connect with a bunch of camp friends. Hi, Mariah. Hi, Emma. Hi, Nina. Oh, this is awesome. I've loved getting the chance to watch all my friends on live from way back when we started with Hillary reading stories all the way up to Boston last week. It's been so much fun to watch. And I'm really excited because now it's my turn. All right, we got a bunch of friends on, so I think we're gonna get started. My name is Emma, and I'm a hospital outreach specialist for Central New England HOP. You might know us as CNE. And here at CNE, we bring camp fun to hospitals in Connecticut and in Massachusetts. So huge shout out to all of our friends at Yale, at Connecticut Children's, and up at Bay State. We miss you guys. If you've had the chance to connect with our team at CNE, you may know that we love a theme. So for our Facebook Live takeover this week, we decided to pick a theme for our activities, and the theme is stars. So it might make more sense now that you see me in space. To kick off our week, I've got some Star Wars content for you all. If you didn't know, today is a very special day for Star Wars fans, as it is May 4th, or May the 4th be with you. So in honor of that, I wanted to share some of my favorite Star Wars characters with you. I have a short story that I'm going to share, and then also some drawings, some how-tos of some of my favorite characters. Now, if you and I have ever gotten the chance to hang out, you might know that if there's anything I love as much as camp, it's Star Wars. And I think that's because, they're both all about adventure and about friendship, which are two things that are super important to me. If you have a book or a show or a movie that reminds you of the fun and friendship of camp, let me know in the comments because I would love to check it out. All right, friends, so the book I want to share with you all today is called Star Wars Who's Who in the Galaxy, a character storybook. So this book actually tells the stories of all the characters in the first 8 Star Wars movies. Now, I wish we had time for all 8 of them today, but for today, I just picked one to give everyone a little taste of Star Wars. So today, I'm going to be reading the section on Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. So once again, this is Star Wars Who's Who in the Galaxy, written by Ella Patrick, illustrated by Power Station Pilot Studio and Leigh Zeisk, and designed by Leigh Zeisk. All right. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Lor San Tekka is an old explorer who lives on the desert planet Jakku. Poe Dameron is a pilot for the Resistance, a group fighting to stop the First Order, an evil army rising to power in the galaxy. Poe is on a mission for the Resistance to find Lor San Tekka and get information from him that could help defeat the First Order. Kylo Ren is a First Order warrior trained in the dark side of the Force. He arrives on Jakku to find Lor San Tekka as well. BB-8 is Poe's faithful astromech droid. Poe gives BB-8 the information from Lor San Tekka and tells the droid to run away into the desert to make sure it doesn't end up in the wrong hands. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? Captain Phasma is the cruel leader of the First Order's army of soldiers called Stormtroopers. Captain Phasma's troopers have captured Poe Dameron on Jakku. FN-2187 is one of the stormtroopers under Phasma's command, but FN-2187 doesn't want to fight for the First Order. FN-2187 rescues Poe, and the two escape from a First Order Star Destroyer in a stolen TIE fighter. Poe calls FN-2187 Finn and tells him that they need to go back to Jakku to find BB-8. Suddenly, their TIE is struck by a blast from the First Order, and they spiral down to the planet, crash landing in the dunes. Oh boy, this is wild. Oh, I see a lot of people are excited about BB-8. Me too, I love BB-8. We might see him soon. A Tito is a desert scavenger. A Tito riding a Lugga-beast on Jakku captures BB-8 in a net. BB-8 beeps for help. Rey is a lonely desert scavenger living inside an old fallen AT-AT walker on Jakku. She hears BB-8's beeps and rescues the droid from Tito. Thank goodness. Finn survives the TIE fighter crash, but he can't find Poe. He wanders the desert of Jakku until he finds an outpost where he runs into BB-8 and Rey. The three have to work together to escape when First Order stormtroopers and TIEs attack the outpost. They steal an old ship and blast off into space. Does anybody know which old ship they steal? It's kind of an important one, but we'll find out soon. Rey and Finn decide to help BB-8 get back to the Resistance, but their ship is suddenly swallowed by a much bigger ship. Chewbacca the Wookiee is a rebel hero and Han's co-pilot. Han and Chewie are happy to have found their old ship, the Millennium Falcon, but two gangs suddenly show up demanding money from Han. Han Solo is the pilot of the cargo ship that captures Rey, Finn, and BB-8's ship. He is also an old war hero who once helped the rebellion defeat the Galactic Empire. In an attempt to help Han and Chewie escape from the two gangs, Rey accidentally opens compartments on the cargo ship that are holding deadly Rathtars. Chaos erupts, but the heroes are able to escape in the Millennium Falcon. Han agrees to help them get BB-8 back to the Resistance. Maz Kanata is a wise old alien and a friend of Han's. The Millennium Falcon arrives at Maz's castle on the lush planet Takodana. Maz wants to help Finn and Rey, and sensing Rey's connection with the Force, she gives the girl Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, but Rey is frightened by the Force that's awakening inside her. Bazine Natal is a spy for the First Order inside Maz's castle. She alerts the First Order that Han, Chewie, Finn, Rey, and BB-8 are there. Oh no. Who's coming? The First Order attacks Maz's castle, but the Resistance flies in to fight as well. The Dark Warrior Kylo Ren manages to capture Rey before the First Order escapes. General Leia Organa is the wise leader of the Resistance who once helped lead the rebellion to defeat the evil Galactic Empire. Leia and Han had a son together named Ben, but Ben became Kylo Ren when he turned to the dark side of the Force. Spoiler alert. C-3PO is an anxious protocol droid who serves alongside Leia and once had many adventures with Han and Chewie. C-3PO suspects that they may not recognize him now, though, since he has a new red arm. Good for him. General Hux is a leader of the First Order. He has overseen the creation of the First Order superweapon, the Star Killer. Far more powerful than the Empire's Death Star, the Star Killer destroys an entire star system on Hux's command. Supreme Leader Snoke is the leader of the First Order and Kylo Ren's master in his training in the dark side of the Force. Leia and Han know that Snoke turned their son, Ben's heart, to make him Kylo Ren, and when Han sneaks onto the Star Killer base to try to save his son, Kylo solidifies his loyalty to Snoke by defeating his own father. We miss you, Han Solo. Rey and Finn confront Kylo in the forest on Starkiller Base, but Kylo badly injures Finn with his glowing red lightsaber. Rey allows the Force to flow through her so she can battle Kylo with Luke Skywalker's blue lightsaber. Kylo is strong in the Force, but Rey is stronger. She injures Kylo and escapes from the base with Chewbacca and Finn on board the Millennium Falcon. Resistance pilots, led by Poe Dameron, attack Starkiller Base in their X-Wing fighters. The First Order tries to send TIE fighters to protect the base, but it is no use. The Resistance destroys the superweapon. Hux, Snoke, and Kylo manage to escape, but the Resistance has struck the First Order a heavy blow. R2-D2 is Luke Skywalker's old astromech droid. When BB-8 shares the information that he got from Lor San Tekka, R2-D2 beeps awake. BB-8 has part of a map that leads to Luke Skywalker, and R2-D2 has the other part of the map. Luke Skywalker is Leia's brother and the last remaining Jedi in the galaxy. Leia sends Rey to find Luke. The Resistance needs Luke's help to defeat the First Order, and Rey needs help learning the ways of the Force. Rey, Chewie, and R2-D2 set off in the Millennium Falcon to fly across the galaxy and find Luke Skywalker. He is their only hope. All right, friends, what did you think? I hope you enjoyed it and see what some of your favorite characters were in the comments. Sharon said, I love C3PO's outfit. I totally agree. I wish I could wear a full gold outfit every day. Oh, this is awesome. I'm glad we have so many Star Wars fans on here. This is great. All right, friends, so now that we've learned a bit about some of the characters, I'd love to show you how I draw some of them. So if you'd like to follow along, all you need is something to write with and a few pieces of paper. I have with me my whiteboard, so I'm going to show you on here. If you decide not to follow along today with the drawing, you can also participate by guessing who I'm drawing. So type your guesses in the comments as I give you some hints on who I might be drawing next. All right, so the first character that we're going to be drawing today is a droid. Now, this droid is friends with Poe, Rey, and Finn. And instead of walking to get around, this droid rolls. So let me know, put your guesses in the comments. Let me know if you think you know who it is. So for this character, the first thing we're going to do to draw them is a diagonal line. And we're going to connect that to make sort of a half circle. One of my friends told me earlier this kind of looks like a taco shell, so that could help you when you're drawing. Any guesses so far? Let's see. All right, let's see. The next thing we're going to do is a nice big circle for their body. So we get a big circle. And now the shape is coming together. We might get some more guesses now. Serena guessed R2-D2. Serena, you're so close. This is a droid. Keep guessing. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 2 lines on top of the head for antenna. And some other details we're going to do are a circle right in the middle with a smaller circle inside and another circle off to the side. Oh, it looks like we've got some guesses coming in. Jar Jar Binks. Good guess, Jeremiah. Jar Jar has a repetition in it, Jar Jar twice. This character does too, so that might be a good hint. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add 3 lines to connect the head to the body, and we're going to add some circles for some more details. So we'll do a big circle in the middle, and then some half circles coming from the side. We'll do 3. Now for the next part, we're going to add more detail inside these small circles. The way I like to think about it is it's like I'm drawing a pizza that has some slices taken out of it. So in this middle one, I'm going to take 1 slice out of the pizza on that side and 1 slice out on the other side, just like that. And I'll do the same thing with 1 slice on each of these circles. Some people say it looks like Pac-Man too, if you know what Pac-Man is. I really like to play Pac-Man in Sports and Rec at camp. All right, let's check back in on those guesses. I think everybody's got it now. If y'all guess BB-8, you are correct. This is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, definitely one of my favorite droids. So we're just going to put a few finishing touches on BB-8. We're going to add a couple of rectangles on the head, because he's got all kinds of buttons going on, and a few squares coming up from the bottom. And then the last thing I like to do when I draw BB-8, since he's such a good friend, do a little line with a heart because he's sending you a bunch of love. And that right there is BB-8. So if you all followed along, post your picture in the comments. I would love to see it, and we'll get on to our next character. So bye, BB-8. We'll miss you. All right. Excellent work, folks. Our next character is not a droid or an alien. This one is a person. Some people might know her as a princess. Some people might know her as a general. She's very brave, and she likes to wear her hair in some fancy styles. So that might be a good hint for you all. Let's get those guesses going. All right, so the first thing we're going to do for this character is we're going to start with an oval for their face. So we'll do a nice oval. The next thing we're going to do, a big thing about this character, is their hair. So I don't want to give it away too soon. So we're going to start with their face. I'm going to do 2 circles for the eyes. And then you can do your eyes however you like, whatever your style is. A style that I like to do when I'm drawing cartoons for the eyes is I make an eye shape, but I don't connect it all the way in the center. And that's totally up to you. You can add some eyelashes if you want. And then to keep it simple, I do a tiny frown face as the nose, and we'll add a smile. Now, does anybody know who it is yet? Let's see. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for all of these comments. This is awesome. Okay, Mariah guessed Rapunzel. Interesting guess, Mariah. She does have a fancy hairdo. I like where you're going there. This is what's gonna give it away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 half circles for the top of her head because she wears her hair in a middle part. Just like that. And then on the sides, we're gonna do 2 big half circles. And now I think a lot of us might know who it is. Who do we have, friends? Yes, it's Princess Leia. So you saw in the book, in The Force Awakens, she's known as General Leia. But if you know from the original movies, you might think of her as Princess Leia. So that is Leia. All right, Leia, bye. We'll miss you. We're going on to the next. Great job guessing, everyone. This is so much fun. Okay, so we have time to do one more character. So this is a character that I think a lot of people are a big fan of. This character's real name is the Child, but we all call them something else. They're very, very cute, and you might know them from The Mandalorian. So let's get started on this next one. You guys let me know your guesses. So for this character, we're gonna start with another half circle, sort of like we did for BB-8, but we're gonna keep it straight. Just like that, and that's gonna be their head. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a rectangle right underneath that. All right, this doesn't really look like anything yet, but I wonder if anyone has any guesses. I'd be very impressed if we got it so far. Darth Vader? No, not Darth Vader. That's a good guess, though. That could be. All right, let's keep going. So then we're going to add another big rectangle coming down. And this is our character's clothes. This is what they're wearing. So because this is fabric, we're going to add a couple of lines to show that right there. Perfect. All right, we're going to add 2 more rectangles on each side for arms. And then half circles for hands. All right, let's see. Stephanie said a snow hat. That's a great guess, Stephanie. It really does look like a snow hat from here. Let's add some more details so we can get some more guesses coming. We're gonna add 2 big eyes. And we're gonna fill them in just like that. And then what I like to do is add a little white spot to put a gleam in the eye. That's what makes it super cute. Just like that. We'll do a tiny, tiny nose, just like a little frown, just like we did for Princess Leia, and a tiny smile. This looks really silly without the ears. I like how it's coming out. We've got a lot of guesses coming in. I think a lot of people know by now. This is Baby Yoda, one of our favorites. So the thing that makes Baby Yoda, I think, the absolute cutest is those big ears. So that's what we're going to do next. For the big ears, you're going to start sort of towards the top of the head, and you're going to do a line straight out. And then we're going to do that on the other side too. Now it's coming together. And then with a half circle, we'll swoop them down. And then you're just going to connect the tops over to the head. And you have your own little Baby Yoda. Awesome job, everyone. Great guesses. Oh, I see Bailey guessed, is it Admiral Akbar? No, not this time around, Bales. Maybe we can do him another time. Good job, everyone. This is great. All right, well, I wish I could draw every single Star Wars character there is, and I wish I could read every single Star Wars book there is. But that's all the time we have for today. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you had a chance to draw any of the characters or want to share any of your other drawings, please post a photo in the comments. I would love to see it. I'm going to go through and look at all of them. I hope this brought you a little bit of camp love today. I know I've had a blast being able to connect with you all And this has reminded me that camp is all about connection. Even if we can't see each other in person, this is such a special way to connect. So I'm so grateful for it. Your friendship really means the world to me. For C&E, we've got an awesome lineup here on Facebook Live all week. So tune in tomorrow to explore the sea with Serena. That's it for now. So long, and may the 4th be with you. I'll miss everybody. Thank you.